say someone makes a big investment in Trinity, but they don't get the most out of it because of their own fault, because they don't, listen during all the calls or do the things that you tell us.
What I've noticed is that, and I use the analogy that in life, you can give someone the Ferrari, the keys, and the roadmap to get to where they want to get to. They will get in the car and then they will complain about how long the drive is and all the stops that they have to make to get there. And so this is the greater point about life, and that no one can drive the path but you. No one can walk the path but you. And I think people a bit take for granted. I guess they don't understand as well, and I don't blame them for not understanding. There's like 1 million data points, like in footy. There's 1 million data points you have on how to perform at a very high level. All I got to do is shut my mouth and listen. And same with Coach Kat. Like, I just listen. I try not to, ever argue, but ask questions. And there's one fighter at the gym, and she always answers back. Because she always, do you know who you're talking to? The motherfucker's trained world champions. And she's like, oh, do I have to do this? Always answering back. And the other people and other girls would be like, just listen. Just listen and just take the advice. And I think of that with mentorship, and that, we're on the call with Carl, and you saw me in a submissive position, asking questions and great point. He's asking me questions. I'm subservient to him in that case, to my mentor. And so you have to have, arrogance is a killer. You have to have the humility to be able to take on feedback and trust. I think ultimately, maybe there's a problem with trust with certain people, but there's 1 million data points that I have that I've seen from countless examples, businesses, etc., and all my experiences over all of the years. And when I say, okay, here's what you got to do. This, and this. I build the roadmap and the blueprint. I literally made a blueprint because Riley asked. I made the blueprint. And I say, how's this blueprint been going? Here's where you start in Trinity. And if I honestly ask them all, how many have done at least 80% of it based on the timeline? I would say probably not as many as they should. And that's an example of giving the blueprint and the roadmap, and that people not actually executing to get all the way there. And I can't walk the path. These motherfuckers, they got to walk it for themselves. They will.
It's just the most classic version of you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to take an honest assessment and reflection about yourself and your life, and are you heading in the direction that you want to head based off the actions that you're putting in. And so all someone like me can do is provide the blueprint and the roadmap and the support and the accountability, but ultimately you have to look yourself in the mirror every day and say, am I putting in the maximum amount of effort to achieve what I want to achieve in my life? And right here is an example of someone who lived a version of that. And now he gets to be in New York City and, live here and have these experiences, have a freedom-based business where he, is able to afford these opportunities and afford to live and travel and do what many dream of. And so you don't even listen to me. You can just listen to the person that did the thing that you're questioning, and then maybe you'll get to where you want to get to.
As we walk into our New York City penthouse.
Literally, as we walk into a $20,000, it sounds very, saying it. But sometimes you got to say it to demonstrate the point. It's this wasn't luck or fortune.